Good morning. Welcome to our second clip in the Bodies in Crisis Clinical Education Series. My name is John Williamson. I am your trainer today, and my background is adult nursing. Adult nursing, which is looking after people's medical problems and in a age group, anybody which is adult, 18 and above. Sometimes that isn't categorical. Anyway, so I was thinking that in my previous clip, I didn't exactly explain what or why I chose this topic, bodies in crisis. So I'm going to start with the word crisis. What is or what would you consider a crisis? A life crisis, a midlife crisis. Now, I haven't gone to Dr. Google for a definition about crisis, but off the top of my head, I can say that when I think of the word crisis, I am thinking of crossroads. I'm thinking of something needs to change. I'm thinking of I need to act quickly. Well, if that is your understanding of the word crisis, then I think we are of the same mind. So when I say bodies in crisis, I am saying that there is something happening in my body or in somebody's body which we, although may not be fully understood, requires prompt, immediate attention. And so when you have somebody coming to you, or when you are around somebody whose body is in crisis, you want to get to the heart of the matter. You want to determine what exactly the problem is. And the word for that, the terminology, is clinical assessment. Assessment is the word. So you do a top-to-toe assessment. Obviously, there is the head bit, which is resting on our shoulders, supported by the neck. So this part which you got to start with, because the head is a container for the brain, and the brain is a control center for all the body. So anything that isn't functioning in the brain is bound to affect the whole body. And that, in a nutshell, was what I was trying to explain in my previous clip. So this time, I want to go to the airway. I have seen that somebody needs intervention, somebody needs attention, somebody needs my medical expertise because their body is in crisis. But on this occasion, the crisis is between the back of their throat and the beginning of their digestive system, the beginning point. So we're talking about the larynx, this what sometimes we refer in a layman's term as our voice box. So this whole region, branching into the trachea, okay, the larynx. So all of this branching into the trachea. And we have a crisis. So what are some of the common crises that we can have in our airway? Your airway could be obstructed, but because there is an obstacle, either a solid, either fluid obstruction, or it could actually be because the muscular region, because the region, the cells, the tissues here are inflamed. And so there is the body is reacting to it. And because they are inflamed, the passage for the airway to go through, the passage is narrower. So those sorts of things can be described as a crisis. So there's a medical condition, a crisis. Actually, that's what I am referring to as a crisis. So now I hope you've got a picture. So what do we do when we have a problem in the airway? Well, the first thing we need to remember is that we are not too good with time. We've got a time frame of about 3 to 4 minutes within which to intervene. Outside of that, we risk losing the person because the person will then more than likely have what we call a respiratory arrest. So they stop breathing, and that will trigger soon a cardiac arrest, and then because the cardiac arrest means there won't be oxygenated blood with oxygen and the nutrients going to the brain cells, then we are close to brain damage, even if they are revived. So on that cheerful note, I will end this clip. When I come back, I'll go into some more details about how to do the actual assessment, so how to determine what the obstruction is and how to respond.